What's up again, YouTube? So I wanted to run down some single stack 9mm concealed carry options I have here, and the reason being there are three different trigger mechanisms. This being the double action only, of course your striker fire, and then you got your single action 1911. So mainly for the newbies that don't know the difference or are kind of looking for a concealed carry 9mm in single stack, I think these are some great options. We'll run down maybe some measurements, what they come with, and so on, guys. Just bear with me. As you know, I just rant. I don't have anything scripted, okay? So we'll start off with some MSRPs, which blew me away. I don't know if I forgot how much this was, but I thought it was high. Sixes, maybe sevens. $863 for your PM9? Are you kidding me? Remember I told you guys I'd never pay $6 something for it because I had the CM9 and I thought there wasn't that much difference. $863. Obviously MSRP, nobody pays that anymore. You can find them for in the fives. Aftermarket I paid less than $450. And this has the Diamond Light coating, which is like your knife coatings, guys. It's an excellent coating. It's held up for years and years. And let's see here. This actually surprised me. Very reasonable for a beautiful Kimber Micro 9. This is $650 MSRP, which you can find them in the fives. I picked it up for, I think, low fives. And it only comes with the one magazine, I believe, and I picked these two up. Grabbed the 7+1 from Kimber. They have them in every now and then, or Cabela's. And let's see, Glock 43. I don't even know what that is. What is the MSRP? Let's see here. I think it's what, maybe 550, 575. It shouldn't be that, but you can definitely pick them up for 430, 450. So this is going to be your cheapest option. All 6+1, like I had mentioned. This comes with two 6+1 mags, one being the pinky extension and one being a flush. This comes with two, one being 6+1 and then the 7+1, because you have your high-end Kahr, and it comes in this plastic box. And as you guys know, the CW9s and all those lower end comes in the cardboard box with one magazine. And let's see, so yeah, your Kimber comes with just the one magazine, and obviously the brown grips, guys, the Coco Bolo or whatever they're called, right? Well, I switched these out. I had to sand down these corner pieces right here because they were digging into my hand a little bit, but these are from eBay, I believe. People keep asking, so. And let's see, let's just go over some of this, shall we? Now these actually came with the blacked out sights, which I had mentioned and I thought was a little strange. Blacked out rear, sure, but blacked out front, eh. So yeah, I just put a little nail polish in there, guys, and this is, you know, definitely close quarters. I mean, within 10 feet self-defense, right? So it's a point and shoot. Is it that important to have that front side colored? I don't know. I guess they didn't think so, which I did think was a little strange. Okay, now, very flush magazine, actually depresses in there, so it's more than flush, guys. And the weight being 15.8, I think, 15.6 ounces. I wanted to do the comparison between these two because they're almost identical. All right, so you have the height. And the only difference in the height, guys, let me see if I can show you that properly, is that magazine plate, which I hate. I honestly thought it was a CM9 thing where the magazine plate looked like it was just kind of welded onto the bottom there. It just did not look very good fit and function wise. I mean, fit and finish wise. Just looks like they just stuck a metal plate on the bottom, right? And funny enough, it says MK, so this is for the MK series. But I thought the PM9 would definitely have fixed that or something, and it's just what it is. Okay, so I don't like that, but anyway, they are identical in height and identical in length. Minus the beaver tail. If you line them up from the back of the slides to the front of the slides, you're looking at pretty identical, okay? And the weight. The weight's identical. 15.6 or 8 ounces with the mag. 15.6 ounces with the mag, so identical weight and size, guys, in these two. Now the double action only trigger I think is a great option for your first time concealed carrier, only because it's a very deliberate pull and a very heavy pull, but very smooth. I actually really enjoy this trigger pull. It is a very smooth trigger. So when you're carrying something, you're worried, oh, I may hit the trigger, it may go off. All these guys that carry these, you know, 2-pound triggers, I don't go under 4.5 tops, guys. I throw in a connector. That's pretty much what I do, and then polish the internals a little bit. I leave the springs. I do not mess with any springs in my guns. So anyway, oh, from the factory, guys, this is how Kahr tells you to load the weapon, okay? Insert magazine, drop slide. The recoil spring is extremely stiff, and that makes for less recoil. We'll go into maybe a breakdown of this gun in a later video, but what will happen if you try to rack the slide like that? It's gonna get caught up. That's just what happens. And then everybody says, oh, failure to feed, blah, blah, blah. If you pull it back and let it go, slingshot it, it's gonna load. It just is, okay? I've had it happen with me every time, and then I've tried it slower and it's stuck. So that's just the Kahr, guys. There you go. Now the trigger pull, very long, very smooth, and very heavy. Okay, so look at that. All the way back out, your reset is all the way back out and all the way back in, but very smooth. I think it's pulling 8, 9, 10 pounds, something like that, guys. So there you go. For your first time concealed carrier, I think it's a very good option. Now, of course, you got your 1911, which I will still tell you, and 1911 guys are gonna whatever, but you know, I don't think this is a ideal firearm for your first time concealed carriers. Unless you train and train and train with it, it takes a lot more training for a 1911 than these two. It just does. A lot more going on, safeties and all of that kind of stuff, guys. You got a hammer. So my advice, and that's just me personally, I would choose one of these for concealed carry over a 1911 any day. Do they have their place? Yes. History, all of this, great weapons, and hands down, the most beautiful weapons out there, handguns. 1911s are just pretty, and this is no exception. It's just a very pretty handgun, okay? There's a lot of, you know, parts going on in it. The breakdown and cleaning is a lot harder than, say, your Glock. But for around $500, the thing is, every time I pick this up, I truly feel like I'm picking up a $1,000 gun. It's just, it's made very well, and this is an aluminum frame. Like I said, 15.6 ounces. Just has the feel of a very expensive gun at a very low cost. So if you guys want that 1911 to pull out at the range and everybody's like, ooh, that's pretty, or show your friends or something, this is a great option, right? So there you go. This video is going to be way too long if I have to break them all down and whatever. All right, and then your Glock, guys. I mean, come on. Glock 43, right? Now, striker fire trigger. Everybody knows the Glock, but this is something else. I just forgot. I've had it so many times, it's Glock 43, but yeah, of course you got your mushiness, right? But this is like a 7, 8 pound, they say 5.5 my ass. That's like easily a 7 pound break. Very audible, very tactile, okay? And that's your Glock trigger, all right? It is not very smooth. It is not necessarily very, I don't know, I would call it gritty, I would call it mushy, and a lot of people do a lot of things to fix that. So a lot more options for accessories, obviously, guys. You guys know Strike Industries. I had this from my last one, just in the box still, actually. This was $11 plus 2. So that's a great backup option. I would never carry any of these guns with the extensions on them, because then just carry a bigger gun, you know. I mean, I know guys that carry the Glock 26 with a Glock 19 mag with the extension in it. Just carry a 19, I don't know. But for backup, this is great. Guys, I want to just tell you, I've owned the Terran Tactical, as you know. I do prefer the Terran Tactical over the Hive +1, not because of the looks. It looks great, gives you a lot of purchase, all of that stuff. Functions at the range fine. It's just, look how long that is for a +1. The Terran Tactical came up to here. And in your concealed carry, what's the part that sticks out the most? Your grip. So this is almost like a +2 for Terran Tactical. It's just huge. It sticks out so much. Yeah, it's great for shooting at the range, and it gives you a full purchase, and it looks cool. But for a +1, it is very long. It's like that Pierce +2 extension almost, man. So I prefer the Terran Tactical +1. All right, fit and finish and all that is, it's not what I'm talking about. Also, guys, the Hive trigger. I had to cancel my order because I ordered the all FDE shoe and the black safety, and I changed it around. I just think the little safety in the FD and the black trigger would just look better. So anyway, that's coming in. So there you go, okay? Have I touched everything? The weights. All right, let's go with a barrel length. This is 3 inches. Barrel length on the Glock 43 is 3.39. and 3.15 on the Kimber. I mean, I don't know, guys. There it is, okay? So great options. A lot of accessories out for the Glocks, as you know. The Kahrs, you can get night sights, you can get Talon grips. I just put on some rubberized grips that actually I had to cut, that I had from leftover guns. So I've just covered this area here and up to here because that's all I had. And also I didn't want to cover this in case I wanted to break it down. So lots of ranting, guys. If you are looking at one of these 1911s and you say, I want to, carry a 1911, then just train, guys. It just takes a little bit more training. That's all there is to it. If you want a gun to just, point and shoot, you put your thing in there and you put your thing in there and you pull this thing and you pull this thing, right, guys? So there you go. Glock 43, Kimber Micro 9, Kahr PM9, all great options. Vetter holster, this is the Raptor. This is like the leather Kydex, awesome, Realtree battleship. Gray, and then We the People holsters, working out great for my 43. There you go, guys. Also go check out Glock Eye 226 Precision GunWorks, just making videos, Tattooed Dragon, Steel Decay, and guns and accessories. I'll put them in the description. And thanks for sticking around. God bless.